Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CTN Web Seminar Series. I am Tracy Williams, CTN Training Coordinator and your moderator for today's session. The theme of the day is Prisoner Engagement in Clinical Trials, Tools and Strategies. Let's begin with some background on prisoner engagement in clinical research by Dagmar Salazar. Dagmar is currently a protocol specialist with the CTN's Clinical Coordinating Center and previously a data manager with the Data and Statistics Center, both here at MS, and she's been with us about 8 years. She has worked with several investigative teams on CTN studies over the years, so that would include CTN 44, 51, 69, and most recently the 79 study. So Ms. Salazar obtained a bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of North Texas and a master's degree from Georgetown University in pharmacology. So at this time, I will turn the virtual dais over to Dagmar.
So hi everyone, my name is Dagmar Salazar. The presenters and I would like to thank each of you for attending our live presentation, but also would like to extend a thank you to any future listeners listening to the recording. We are very excited to meet with you to share strategies and tools we have been a part of setting up and have used to engage with participants who have become prisoners while on a study. Before we get started with our first presenter, I do want to provide a bit of a background on the inclusion of prisoners in clinical research and relative to our CTN studies to help set the tone for today's webinar. So to begin, a few data points that you see on this slide that I found very interesting and relevant for today's topic. So according to the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, crime and drug use are almost inevitably linked. In fact, the figure on the slide depicts that about 80% of people who are arrested and placed in prison abuse either drugs or alcohol. Additionally, of those who are in prison, about half are clinically addicted to one or more substances. Further, there have been studies conducted that suggest that treatment, not incarceration, tends to break the cycle of addiction for some people. Breaking the cycle of addiction might really bring about the community healing that people are looking for. As such, the graph on this slide depicts that a study showed that without treatment for addiction, the likelihood of an individual to return to prison is unfortunately much greater. This study showed that 73% of individuals with addiction that did not receive treatment returned to prison within 3 years, while only 27% that did receive treatment returned to prison. Trials on substance abuse treatment, like those conducted by the National Drug Abuse Treatment Clinical Trials Network, have an increased likelihood of encountering prisoners during the course of the study. What may not be readily known or maybe not readily understood is that appropriate IRB and OHRP approvals can allow participants who become incarcerated to remain engaged in a study, which in turn helps to preserve study data integrity, avoid potential participant bias, and helps to reduce site and participant burden. And our next presenter will definitely go into providing some more information about these approvals. Therefore, it is important to preemptively establish strategies for ethically and respectfully interacting with all study participants throughout the duration of any research trial. Today, our 4 presenters, including myself, will share and describe strategies and tools that will and have helped research teams prepare prior to the start of a study to coordinate procedures during the study to effectively locate and continue to engage participants who may have become incarcerated.